Seattle 650, in association with Tom Lucas Productions, presents Radio Real Estate.
Our house in the middle of our street.
And now, here are your hosts, Sherry Brown and Tom Lucas.
Good morning. Welcome to the on-air open house. It's just 10 o'clock on the West Coast. It's a little bit more chilly today than it has been for the last few days.
There was a little bit of fog on my way into
no kidding, yeah.
the station today.
Oh, down the freeway, a little bit of fog.
Yeah.
You're in the fog, you're out of the fog. Sort of like some of our listeners and some of you people around here, I won't mention any names, has been to Christmas parties. You're into the fog, you're out of the fog.
Yes, that's right. That's right.
So you were doing a Christmas party thing?
I had quite a few little Christmas things to go to this week.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And our producer, Dwayne, was at the Christmas party till like 4 o'clock in the morning, he tells me.
Oh.
Of course, you were downtown Vancouver, and you do live in Richmond, and you had to take public transit home, right? And it took you how long?
It took me about 2 hours long.
About 2 hours to go from downtown Vancouver out to Richmond.
It's a lovely trip.
It's lovely. And they keep telling people to take transit, and I say, what transit? But you know what? The mayors are getting together, and they're thinking about jacking up the sales price to pay for transit. Don't bother. Just get some buses.
It's perfect the way it is.
I keep hearing stuff that they say they don't make changes. The service is going to go back to the way it was in the 60s and the 70s. I say, bring it on. Because in the 60s and 70s in this town, you could get a bus every 5 or 7 minutes. There's no problem.
Yeah.
And if there's anybody out there old enough to remember this, other than Brad Robinson, that you could get you missed a bus, so what? Another one's coming anytime
That's
at all.
right.
It's not the same anymore.
No, it's not.
And I know that a lot of people move because they want to be on transit lines.
Yeah,
And there's some places where there are homes for sale where there is no transit.
that's right. And they're still for sale.
Yeah, they are for sale. As a matter of fact, after the show today, you've got a listings presentation you're
I
saying?
do, yeah. This weekend I have a listings presentation, and basically, people are still thinking of selling. They may not put on the market for next week, but they're getting prepared for that springtime.
Yeah, that'll be the next big thing, right?
So if you are thinking about making a move for next year, now is the time. Us realtors, we have time. It's a slower time of year. There is still buyers and sellers out there, but it is definitely slower than it is in the fall and spring market. So if you want to get an opinion, definitely feel free to give me a call, and I can come by and see your place.
And I understand, too, that at this time of year, people are hoping to get in before Christmas. And if you're thinking about doing that and you haven't made your move, forget it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, it's a little tight now.
But start thinking toward that spring market, or
Absolutely.
toward the New Year's, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, you know what? We're one person short in the studio, but on the airwaves, it sounds like we're all together again. Bill Macklem, good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning, Bill.
A gorgeous day out here, right?
How
Where
is
are you?
Seattle?
How is Seattle? Are you at the Space Needle?
I'm down here at Bellevue and Kirkland area, which is over off of 405, which is east of the main part of Seattle.
Well, it's always nice at Bellevue and Kirkland. In Vancouver,
It's gorgeous here.
In Vancouver this morning, Bill, it's kind of like overcast and drizzly, so you got away at a good time.
Kidding? No, it's dry here. I saw some blue sky earlier this morning, but it's starting to cloud a little bit now.
Good. Did you drive down or fly or walk
Yeah.
or what did you?
No, we drove down last night. Got here about 9 o'clock.
And
Good.
what is the occasion that you're down in Seattle?
We're going to go to the Seattle Seahawks game on Sunday.
Oh, that's right. Yes.
Oh, so it's work,
One of our lenders is taking us, so it's a lender. A lender is taking us because we reached some targets with them, and so they reward us with a trip to Seattle. Well, not the trip, but certainly the game itself.
Oh, that's nice to hear.
So when you're watching the game tomorrow, I'm in section 315. I'm up high in the corner. I'll be waving.
Well, normally, Bill, I wouldn't be watching the game, but I will watch tomorrow to see if I can see you on my TV. We've got a brand new TV. It's a big screen TV, so you'll stand out there. I'll be able to see you.
You should probably see the large big guy in the corner.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be wearing a Seahawks jersey of some sort.
Yeah, I'll try and find you.
So our mortgage expert. Sorry.
You might need binoculars.
Well, maybe not. Our mortgage expert, Bill Macklem, who is the president of Dominion Macklem Mortgages, is on the line. He's in Seattle. We'll be hearing from Bill with the mortgage rate update in just a couple of minutes.
And Bill will also answer your mortgage question of the week.
What else are you going to talk about later on in the show, Bill?
We're going to talk a little bit about the prices down here in Bellevue, Kirkland. I found one place that's only worth it's on sale, really. They've reduced it for the Christmas season. It's $35 million.
Oh, good.
So it'll
Wow.
be there'll be a large number of people during the Seahawks game going there after the game to go look at it. I'm sure.
I'm sure.
And Finn Jensen, our radio real estate handyman, says the idea of the dream house is still alive and doing well on the West Coast.
We'll also be chatting with Dan Sander and Katrina May from Hollyburn Properties about some of the industry recognition they've received recently. And also we'll talk about a great rental opportunity in downtown Vancouver. Oh, and the name of the place, you wanted to know where the place was? Cathedral Plaza. It's on Harrow Street in the West End.
Nice. And we'll chat with Rebecca Trollstra, Director of Business Development at Realty Butler, and find out what they do to help our realtors.
And Andrea Jock, Realtor Delight, will be on the phone line. She's with Kelly Williams, Elite Realty, and she's going to discuss the real estate market in the Tri-Cities this morning.
And Mark Perry, our Radio Real Estate Voice of the Valley, will be with us. And this morning, Mark takes a look at some of the activities taking place this week in Chilliwack and the surrounding areas this weekend.
What's the time? It's 10:05, right?
It's 10:05, and you're listening to Radio Real Estate on Smooth and Easy CIL 650.
And we wish you all a very Merry Christmas.
Yes.
I turned the radio on the other day, and I heard you, me, and Bill singing, "We wish you happy holidays." And Bill, you're still looking for that eggnog, are you?
Yeah.
Time now to check in.
I heard that.
Yeah, well, it's true, though. And by the way, you will be here in the studio for the Christmas party next week.
Absolutely. I've had to put the eggnog somewhere hidden in the basement so nobody will touch it.
Well, you make sure it's all locked up because we need it for the party. Time now for the weekly mortgage rate update, live and direct from Seattle, Washington. Here's Bill Macklin. Billy, what's going on?
Well, the rates are still hanging in there really well. With the variable rate mortgage, we've got a 0.6 off the prime, so that means you've got a 2.4 interest rate, which is fabulous. You know, so you can qualify. So you have to qualify at a 4.79 rate, which is the Bank of Canada rate, which means that what they're trying to do is they're trying to avoid what happened in the States, whereby people who had these great rates, when the rates went up, they couldn't afford their homes anymore. So the Bank of Canada, Government of Canada, have decided that what they would do is they would have this 4.79 rate. If you can qualify with the 4.79, you can get the 2.4. So it's a fabulous rate. And your 5-year close are $299. That's $424 per $100,000. So if you bought a place for $100,000, your mortgage payments are going to be $424.
If you bought a place for $100,000.
Well, if you got it for $200,000, it's going to be $848.
I see. All right. Now, Bill's going to be back in just a second from Seattle. He's going to be talking about the mortgage question of the week. We got a dandy for Bill this week. And also, we'll hear from Andrea Jock. She is with Keller Williams Elite Realty in the Tri-Cities. And you, my friends, are listening to Radio Real Estate on Smooth and Easy CIL 650.
Here's Dr. Jennifer Hermesman, General Dentist at Smile Solutions Dental Center.
When there's something wrong with your teeth or with your smile, it affects everything. It changes how you feel about yourself, how you see yourself, and even how others see you. You shouldn't have to feel embarrassed to smile. You shouldn't have to avoid certain foods when you eat. We have the technology and the training to fix those problems now, whether they are big or small. And that's what we do at Smile Solutions.
Book your free consultation at Smile Solutions Dental Center in White Rock, 778-294-1514, or visit SmileSolutionsDentalCenter.com.
Hi, I'm Colin Johnston, VP at Home Equity Bank. As the provider of the Chip Home Income Plan, we are the leading provider of reverse mortgages in Canada. Access some of the equity in your home without affecting your children's inheritance. 94% of Canadians will be willing to give up a portion of their inheritance to maintain or improve their parents' lifestyle. If you could use some extra tax-free money to make the most of your retirement, it's worth talking to your children to see if they feel the same way. For more information about the Chip Home Income Plan from Home Equity Bank, call 604-484-6021, chip.ca.
Hello, this is Ron Beckett. Are you looking for the perfect gift? Here's a suggestion. How about the gift of eternal life? 2,000 years ago, Jesus died for our sins so we could spend eternity with God. To learn more, sign up for our free Bible correspondence course. We have lessons available for adults and teens. Email correspondencecourse@yahoo.ca or visit correspondencecourse.webs.com or call 604-588-6717.
Hi, it's Bill Macklem. In these busy and hectic times with family and business responsibilities, it is difficult to find the time to sit down with your mortgage broker and discuss all your mortgage options. I'm available to meet with you at your place of work, your home, our office, or at a place convenient for you. Please give me a call at 604-684-HOME. That's 604-684-4663.
CIL 650.
9 minutes after 10 on the Radio Real Estate Show. You're catching us on Smooth and Easy CL 650, or you're on the computer and you've gone to our website, which is RadioRealEstateShow.ca, right?
That's right, RadioRealEstateShow.ca. You can listen to us in podcasts. You can watch us.
You can listen live. Nice.
Listen live. You can like us on Facebook. You can tweet us.
I like when people say, we like you.
Yeah,
Tis the
so
season
do
to
I.
like people, yeah. So our friend Bill Macklem is down in Seattle right now. And Sherry, you have the mortgage question of the week for him.
I do. Our question this week comes from Sheila Brown of Surrey.
Any relation?
No relation.
Okay.
Sheila says recently, just kind of like me actually, went to Mexico and think she may like to move there or purchase a vacation home. Is it difficult to get a mortgage in Mexico if you already own property in Canada? I only have 10% to put down. Would this be possible? Bill?
Well, thanks, Sherry. That's a good question from Sheila. So here's an interesting comment. I went to one of our one of our lenders' websites, and they're saying, as the lure of life in Mexico calls and a sweet real estate deal beckons, be aware that your acquisition will trigger new estate planning issues. Mexico has no laws to regulate the sale and management of real estate. A large part of Mexican land, known as Ayado land, is owned communally. It cannot legally be bought. Therefore, there are salespeople who try to sell it to you. So you know that swamp in Florida, you may not actually own it. Under the Mexican Constitution, non-Mexicans cannot own real estate in a restricted zone that extends 100 kilometers from any international border, and cannot own any land from the coast 50 kilometers in. So you can own land on a rock somewhere in the middle of the country, but not on the coast.
That's interesting. Thank you, Bill.
So it's interesting, right? So to get around this, the Mexican government has authorized the use of a Mexican trust, specifically permitting foreigners to invest in beachfront vacation homes. But there's no legal concept of joint property with right of survivorship. So if I bought a piece of property and I died, my wife doesn't get it. It's not the same as in Canada. So you've got to be very careful about it. The other thing you've got to worry about in terms of financing is that most countries have a bank law that says you have to have a minimum of 25% down, so they have some money into it. And if you're really smart, you'll grab the money from Canada and take it and buy it 100% down the States or down to Mexico, and you have no mortgage down there. You just have mortgage here in Canada.
Oh, right. Well, thank you so much,
not
Bill.
Really
that's great. Thanks for the thanks for the info.
I'm sorry to burst your bubble there. That, it's a living trust.
I was packing my bags.
You need a Mexican will. How do we have a Mexican will drawn up? What happens if you have a will in Canada and Mexico? If you had children and a husband and you own the property in Mexico, your children could get more of the property in Mexico than your husband.
You know what? The show's over at 11 o'clock, so I think it'd be a good idea, Sherry, if they were to call Bill and get the rest of the answer, right?
Absolutely. You can always get expert mortgage information online by visiting BillyMac.com. That's Billy with an I, not a Y, MAC.com. Or call Bill at 604-684-4663. That's 604-684-HOME.
And we'll check in with Bill a little later on in the show. Right now, it's about 12 minutes after 10. That's 10:12 on the Radio Real Estate Show. And time now to head out to the Tri-Cities area. From Keller Williams Elite Realty, we have her on the line right now. Andrea Jock is available. Good morning, Andrea.
Good morning, Tom. Hi, Sherry.
And don't forget Bill in Seattle.
Oh, hey, Bill.
Yeah, he's down in Seattle. He doesn't care about you. He's having a
I
good
love
time.
Seattle.
He's
Lucky.
I like you, too. Yeah, I think he's hanging out in the Space Needle right now, to tell you the truth.
Oh, fantastic.
Anyway, Andrea, how have things been in the Tri-Cities? I hear you've had another busy week.
Yeah, it's definitely been another busy week in the Tri-Cities. This week at my office meeting, the agents were talking about making sales rather than taking new listings. So if you're thinking about selling, now is a great time to put your home on the market to jump ahead of the New Year's rush. Today I'm featuring a beautiful one-bedroom and den condo located at 309-2966 Silver Springs Boulevard in the Tamarisk by Polygon. This fantastic home offers a large open living space, a very quiet location, and comes with a bonus of 2 parking stalls. And you can take advantage of the Cascade Club that offers an outdoor pool, hot tub, exercise room, and much, much more. On the market for $259,900. Today from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m., come by the Christmas Farmers Market and find some unique and beautifully handcrafted local BC products. There will be activities for kids, crafts, food trucks, entertainment, carolers, and much, much more. This is Andrea Jock for Radio Real Estate.
Whether you're buying or selling in the Tri-Cities, call Andrea Jacques at 604-783-3124. That's 604-783-3124. Or visit pgmre.com.
Thank you, Sherry. Don't forget the Radio Real Estate On Air Live Christmas party next week. Wear your funky sweater.
Yeah.
You have one on now, but it's got to be a little funkier than that.
I've got one.
You gonna wear that reindeer sweater again?
Yes.
Really? Oh, I like that one. Coming up in the next 5 minutes, we'll be chatting with Rebecca Trollstra. She is the Director of Business Development at Realty Butler. We'll find out what they do for our realtors, and then we'll find out how they can help you too.
This is Sherry Brown of Remax Performance Realty with mortgage expert Bill Macklem in Seattle, president of Dominion Macklem Mortgages, our producer Dwayne Bishop, and Tom Lucas. You're listening to Radio Real Estate on Smooth and Easy CL 650.
Tired of chasing that small space you can barely afford? Stop saving for a down payment. Stop paying those high property tax and strata fees. Rent with Hollyburn with nothing down. Large suites, large balconies, 24-hour professional service and maintenance. Studios from 900 and one bedrooms from 1050. Enjoy the lifestyle you deserve today with 50 communities to choose from in Vancouver's West Side, West End, and North Shore neighborhoods. Save money and enjoy the Vancouver lifestyle. Learn more at hollyburn.com.
Hi, I'm Colin Johnston, VP at Home Equity Bank. As the provider of the Chip Home Income Plan, we are the leading provider of reverse mortgages in Canada. Many Canadian seniors are not comfortable accepting financial help from their adult children, but if you're concerned about your parents' finances or feel like they could enjoy their retirement with more tax-free cash flow, you can help them access money they already have using CHIP. Your parents never have to make payments, they never lose control of their home, and they'll never be forced to move or sell. For more information about the Chip Home Income Plan from Home Equity Bank, call 604-484-6021, chip.ca.
Here's Dr. Nathan Kennedy, general dentist at Smile Solutions Dental Center.
I know that teeth aren't always everyone's first priority. Your life gets in the way. But what happens is one day you wake up and you can't chew the way you used to. Or maybe something hurts. Or you just don't feel as confident about your smile anymore. These are problems that get in the way of you enjoying your life. But with the right technology and the right training, these are problems that can be fixed. And that's what we do every day.
Book your free consultation at Smile Solutions Dental Center in White Rock, 778-294-1514, or visit SmileSolutionsDentalCenter.com.
Hello, this is Ron Beckett. If you're looking for a wonderful gift, may I make a suggestion? It's a gift from God, eternal life, and it's available for everyone. Sign up for our free Bible correspondence courses. They're available for adults and teens. You can learn more by emailing correspondencecourse@yahoo.ca. Visit correspondencecourse.webs.com or call 604-588-6717.
Hi, this is Bill Macklem of Dominion Macklem Mortgages. Over the past 25 years, I have found most home purchasers do not use a mortgage broker. We are a no-charge professional who have assisted over 5,000 home buyers finance their home. The exciting part is these same home buyers come back to us for refinancing, buying their next property, or lowering their current payments. Call us at 604-684-HOME. That's 604-684-4663 for more information.
Vancouver weather.
Mostly cloudy today with the expected high about 8 degrees. Tonight, tomorrow, and Monday, Sherry.
Well, tonight it's clearing in the afternoon. Tomorrow it's mainly sunny, and on Monday it's cloudy with a 40% chance of showers and a high of 6.
And right now, that's what we have right now. It is 6 degrees on the Radio Real Estate Show.
CL 650.
17 after 10 is the time on the Radio Real Estate Show. Once again, we remind you to join us for our annual Christmas party on the radio next Saturday morning.
That's right.
Starts at 10 o'clock. You doing some baking for it?
I am doing some baking for it, yes.
What I think we should do is maybe we should invite our next guest to the party, because I bet you she can bake up a mean, croissant for me for Christmas. Rebecca Trollstra is on the line. Good morning, Rebecca.
Good morning, Tom and Sherry and Bill. Is he still there too?
No, he's in Seattle. He's hanging out of the Space Needler doing something down there crazy. Hey, listen, first of all, thank you so much for doing this. It's a pleasure to have you on the show with us.
It's my pleasure to be here.
So tell us a little bit about Realty Butler. I know that you specifically do business with realtors, but then later on we'll talk about how that translates to the buyer and to the seller, okay?
Yeah.
So what do you folks do?
Realty Butler provides administrative services to realtors. So we're trying to get rid of all those back-end things that kind of suck the life out of realtors. So we do things like newsletters, websites, social media, manage their listings, and really kind of make them so that they can be out there selling and talking with their clients and taking care of them.
Well, Sherry will attest to this, but I think a realtor's job basically is to deal with buyers and sellers and websites and that stuff. Unless you're like Sherry, you can do everything. But a lot of realtors don't know much about websites, so why fret over it? Let folks like you do it, right?
Exactly. We take care of all the back end and of keeping it updated and making sure that it's getting as much exposure as it can online. So, yeah.
I think that's the way our world has gone in the last at least the last 10 years since I've been a realtor. Is everything is online, everything's on the internet. And there's a lot of realtors that I know in my office who are very popular realtors, but they don't really even know how to turn on a computer. So for them it's a little difficult. So for someone like you to come in and take care of that, it's a huge service.
Well, and I think, as a realtor, you always have to be evolving with the times. And we know that the next big buyer is the millennial. And the millennial expects to be able to find things online to make them so they can navigate easily on a cell phone. And if you're a realtor who kind of refuses to take care of that, then in 5 years, you're not going to have any clients left. So we're really trying to make sure that if you're one of those people that hates to take care of that stuff, it's taken care of. So, yeah.
So, Rebecca, if somebody's out like younger people, they're out looking for a home, they're driving around, they see a home, they want the information right now, right?
They do. They want the information now, and they want it to be easy to find. If they have to zoom in on their phones and if they have to click and wait and all that stuff, you've lost them. They're gone. So
makes a lot of
we
sense.
want to make it as easy as possible.
Now, how did you get this idea for this great business? It's you and your husband run it, right?
We do, and oddly enough, I used to recruit for real estate brokerage, and through the process, I just kind of ended up taking all these realtors under my wing and helping them out, and it evolved into a business.
Do you find it difficult to deal with a realtor that's maybe been in business now for the last 25, 30 years? Like Sherry was saying, they're stuck in their old ways?
I think there's always this kind of beginning phase where we're trying to convince them that we're going to take care of things, because I think they're just used to people dropping the ball eventually.
Yeah.
And so once they're used to the fact that we will consistently take care of things for them, they're happy with the new system. But there's always that transition.
Now, if there are realtors, and we do have a lot of realtors that tune into the show, the website is realtybutler.ca, just the way it sounds, realtybutler.ca. What's your telephone number over at the office?
It's 604-283-9052.
604-283-9052, right?
Yep.
And you have, and if somebody wants to talk to you, you have a special extension, they can just call that number and get through to you?
They can just call the number and get through to us.
All right. Now, most realtors have probably all studied the same thing. They've all been to the same school. But again, they're not all created equal. And no kidding. It's sort of like radio people. We're not created equal, let me tell you. They've taken this, they decide how they're going to improve themselves, what courses they take. How does this now translate to the average buyer or seller? If you want to get yourself a realtor, what do you suggest somebody does?
Well, I think especially when you're looking for a realtor, there's so many times where it's like, your best friend's cousin is a realtor. Why don't we just go with him? And there's so many things that realtors can do once they get their license to improve. There's so many additional courses. They can establish systems, get organized. And what most people don't realize is that realtors don't really get given a system. They don't have the support. And so a lot of realtors can choose not to evolve and not to learn anything after they get their license, and those are the worst kind of realtors for you. So it's really important to learn about your realtor and what they're willing to do for you as a buyer or a seller, and how familiar they are with the market that you're looking to buy in.
Rebecca, you've brought up a great point. I find a lot of the realtors, and I won't name names, but a lot of realtors I know tend to fly by the seat of their pants, and they don't have a system, and they just kind of go along and they get a listing, they sell it, but there's no real system in place to continually build a clientele and maintain that clientele. I find that, the ones that are kind of just going with the flow, that's when they get those ups and downs of the paycheck. It's, it's really hard to maintain some consistency. Because they get busy, and when you get busy, you don't have time to advertise, and then you don't advertise, and then you don't get calls after your busy rush. And that's kind of how it was going for myself, actually, for the first few years of being a new realtor. Because like you say, there is no system that is taught to you. It's all self-taught. And I myself did a lot of courses and a lot of education to find out all these wonderful systems I now have in place.
Yeah. And it's just so important if you're looking to make the biggest purchase you will make in your lifetime or sell something that's very precious to you, you need to know that your realtor is actually somewhat organized and has a plan for what happens if my property doesn't sell. What is our next step? Or are you going to be in touch with me every week so that I know what's been going on? And I think a lot of realtors don't actually do that. So it's really important for a buyer or a seller to research before they choose a realtor, not just choose whoever they happen to know.
So it's okay to talk to a realtor around the kitchen table and really ask these questions. What are you going to do for me?
Exactly. What are you going to do for me? Where are you going to list my property? Who is going to be able to find it? How much do you think my property is worth based on an analysis, not just what you feel about it?
Mm-hmm.
So those things are really important to ask, and it's completely valid for a person to ask those things of a realtor.
We always say on the show, find a realtor you can work with, maybe have at least 3 over to your house, sit down, talk to them, and just discover which one would be the one to work with, right?
Yeah, have an interview and speak with several people. I mean, you know, when you're trying to make a big decision like buying a nice car, you're usually going to test drive a few cars before you make a decision. And I think we should do that with our realtors as well.
Kind of like getting married, huh?
Yep.
Just a bad joke, folks. Just kidding. Just kidding. The other thing you do for the realtors, too, correct me if I'm wrong, but I understand that you set up appointments for showings, that sort of thing?
Yeah, we do buyer's tours. So if they want to see several properties in one day, we'll set those all up for them. The big thing, one of our newest services right now is we also manage listings. So we'll gather feedback. We'll contact the seller as soon as we receive feedback and let them know what it's been. We send them a weekly update. So that way that realtor is investing in a service that's going to allow him to stay in steady contact with his clients. So that's one of our newest services that's been really popular lately.
So now if there are any realtors listening to the show this morning that are considering to maybe give you a call to do some business, they can do business with you on an a la carte sort of system?
Yeah, that's the greatest part.
Nice.
Is, we kind of introduce them to everything we do, and then we say, what do you like, what do you not like, and you only have to pay for what you like. So it's cheaper than an assistant, and we have experts on our team. So our team can manage those things and know how to do them.
So they can start with you at the rock bottom level, and if they like what they're getting and they're getting results, they can work their way up and pay a little bit more and get some more services, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Well, that's a great idea, because a lot of realtors, they don't need a full-time assistant, and to find somebody who knows what they're doing and is really with it, on a part-time basis is quite difficult.
Mm-hmm. And a lot of times you hire an assistant who maybe they're really good at staying in touch with your clients, but maybe they're terrible at social media.
Right.
Or they're terrible at the paperwork. And so we have a social media specialist on staff. We have a web developer on staff. And that is allowing so that whatever you sign up for, you're actually getting the best service you can get for those services. So they do a better job for their clients, we like to think.
Sounds interesting. Rebecca, again, your website is?
It's realtybutler.ca.
Just the way it sounds. Your telephone number at the office?
604-283-9052.
Are you doing the party thing this weekend, or are you staying low?
We have one party tonight. But,
I knew it.
My husband is also a brewer, so there's always beer.
Oh, well, yeah. And I hear that down the road there might be some sort of new brewery coming to town.
We're hoping for that. We really are. It's in the works, and we're... beer brewing is all the rage these days in Vancouver. So.
Well, I hope we're going to hear it first, and people will say, now, Tom, what does a brewery have to do with real estate? I'll say, well, people that own homes probably like to drink beer, right?
Exactly. And you could always give your clients some really nice craft beer.
That's true, too. She's got all the answers. I love that. Hey, Rebecca, save a couple bottles for us, and we'll talk to you again real soon.
All right. Thanks, you guys.
Thanks for doing this. It was a pleasure. It was fun talking to you. That's Rebecca Trollstrom.
Me too.
And she is the Director of Business Development for Realty Butler.
Yes, what a great service.
Yeah, you should check out something like that, because, I mean, I'm not much used to you as an assistant.
No,
I tried.
I've tried to fire you several times,
and
actually.
You have, yes. Yeah. RealtyButler.ca, RealtyButler.ca, the telephone number 604-283-9052, 604-283-9052, and ask to speak to Rebecca, and she'll take darn good care of you. Radio Real Estate is on the air. We're live. It's 10:29. In the next segment of our program, Mark Perry, our Radio Real Estate voice of the Valley, will talk to us about a couple of activities taking place out there in and around Chilliwack, and he'll bring you up to date on Inglewood Courtyard.
And I'll be talking about Ozzie and Harriet's house, and Ringo Starr is selling a house as well on my Celebrity Real Estate Gossip Report.
Ringo.
Yes, Ringo.
Nice, yes,
Ringo
Starr.
Starr.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, he's one of the Beatles, wasn't he?
He was one of the Beatles.
The Beatles. I just need to remember that. It's Tom Lucas with our co-host Sherry Brown of Remax Performance Realty. Bill Macklin, our president of Dominion Macklin Mortgages, is on location. He's going to a football game down in Seattle, but he's got to work this morning, so he'll be back on the line just in a little while. He's going to talk to us about some prices down in Seattle around the area. Right? That'd be cool. Also with us this morning, as usual, it's our producer Dwayne Bishop, and you're listening to Radio Real Estate on Smooth and Easy, CI 650.
Looking for a new place and your busy work schedule has you booked up? Take the stress out of renting with Hollyburn Properties full-service rental professionals. We're here to help every step of the way. From your initial search to relaxing in your very own condo-style rental apartment, our on-site resident managers will make you feel right at home. Be a part of our family. For current rental availabilities, call 604-878-8888 or visit us at hollyburn.com.
Hello, this is Ron Beckett. Are you looking for the perfect gift? Here's a suggestion. How about the gift of eternal life? 2,000 years ago, Jesus died for our sins so we could spend eternity with God. To learn more, sign up for our free Bible correspondence course. We have lessons available for adults and teens. Email correspondencecourse@yahoo.ca or visit correspondencecourse.webs.com or call 604-588-6717.
Here's Dr. Jennifer Hermesman, general dentist at Smile Solutions Dental Center.
When there's something wrong with your teeth or with your smile, it affects everything. It changes how you feel about yourself, how you see yourself, and even how others see you. You shouldn't have to feel embarrassed to smile. You shouldn't have to avoid certain foods when you eat. We have the technology and the training to fix those problems now, whether they are big or small. And that's what we do at Smile Solutions.
Book your free consultation at Smile Solutions Dental Center in White Rock, 778-294-1514, or visit SmileSolutionsDentalCenter.com.
Hi, this is Bill Macklin of Dominion Macklin Mortgages. As a successful broker owner, I have developed a team of mortgage professionals that support me and my clients. If you're confused with all the mortgage chatter of do's and don'ts, my mortgage team is ready to answer your questions to determine the best mortgage for you. Call 604-684-HOME. That's 604-684-4663 for more information.
CI 650.
We'll hear from Bill Macklin shortly down in Seattle, Washington. Today he's going to bring us up to date on what's going on. It's 10:31. That's our time. And next week on the show, it's the annual Christmas party.
Yes.
And we have our guests.
Forward to
it's
that.
lots of fun. Bill's going to be doing the eggnog again. You're doing some baking. Dwayne's going to be doing something. People are going to wear their funny sweaters for the show. And we'll open up the phone lines, too, next week on the program if you want to call and say Merry Christmas.
Give us your favorite Christmas memory.
Oh, that'll be fun.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I just want to say Realty Butler actually just tweeted us on Twitter.
Did they?
So, yes.
My God, this is my first tweet of the day. I like that. So Rebecca did that? Was it Rebecca or somebody else?
It's Realty Butler.
Nice.
So they said, thanks for the great chat this morning. Have a great Christmas season.
And you guys have a great Christmas, too. And as soon as your husband gets that brewery going, you'd let us know about that because we like to talk about that on the show. It's 10:33. That's the time. And Mark Perry is our radio real estate voice of the Valley. He's got a great weekend coming up. He's on the line now from Chilliwack. Mark, good morning.
Good morning, Tom. Good morning, Bill. Good morning, Sherry.
I got to ask you a question, my friend. Are you ready for the big party here at the radio station next week?
I am looking forward to it big time.
Okay, now you know that Bill is in charge of the eggnog. I need to ask you, do you have one of those nifty Christmas sweaters?
I'm going to bring the best sweater that I got for you guys.
I can't wait to see what you show up in. It's another a week full of events out in Chilliwack. I know you've got one that you want to talk about this morning.
We've got the Old Lang Syne All-Breed Dog Show out here at Heritage Park. Goes to 6:30 today, and also tomorrow, too. So we've got local, national exhibitors, and, inviting everyone to come out and learn about your favorite breed of dog.
So anybody who loves dogs, there's something for you to do today. Now I understand, too, over at Inglewood Courtyard, you're having a bit of a party today.
It's an open house between 12 and 4, and my sales manager, Tracy Loist, is hosting and doing tours of our condos and our community. For all of our listeners, please come on out and enjoy some treats and see what we've got going out here at the Inglewood community.
Now, when we first started talking, you were just getting things underway. How are things progressed over there at Inglewood Courtyard?
Being really well received. We're nearly 50% sold. We've got one more sale to make to get to 50%, so everything's looking good so far.
Sounds pretty darn good. So again, the open house is 12 until 4.
12 to 4 today, and come on down and have a look to see what we got going.
Well, what's the address? I'm interested. I want to come down after the show. I mean, I know how to get there, but tell our listeners how to get there.
Come out on the number 1 eastbound, take Hickman Road exit, go southbound until you get to Keith Wilson Road, take a left on Keith Wilson Road and come right to the very end, and the Inglewood community is right at the very end.
You can't miss it, and if you're thinking of moving in there, if you have an RV, you got a place where you can park that as well, right?
We sure do. We've got 28 RV spots. We got an RV spot so that you can be a snowbird and go away in the wintertime. All our retirees or wannabe retirees are really enjoying the facilities that we got here.
Great city, Chilliwack, great facility, Inglewood Courtyard, and some great prices as well, right, Mark?
We've got some fantastic discounts at this point in time on the inside units, $25,000 off of the price on floors 1 to 4, and $10,000 discounts on the penthouse suites on the inside units. Yeah, we've got some great stuff, and if anybody wants to come out and buy in the month of December, then you know what? We're going to send them to Palm Springs, and you're going to go and stay at the Ritz-Carlton and have $1,000 worth of spending money for 4 days.
Sounds like a nice Christmas present to me.
Sounds like a great Christmas present, doesn't it?
All right, listen, I'm going to let you get back to the office and back to work right now. I know you got to get ready for your party, but I'll make sure you're at the radio station next Saturday morning around 10 o'clock, okay?
You betcha. Have a great weekend. This is Mark Perry, the voice of the Valley, at the Radio Real Estate Show.
Sounds like somebody was calling Mark while we were talking there.
I think somebody was trying to get a hold of someone.
Probably want the directions on how to get to Inglewood Courtyard.
Right. Yeah. Well, for more information on Inglewood Courtyard in Chilliwack, call Mark at 778-240-8513. That's 778-240-8513, or go to inglewoodcourtyard.ca.
Coming up to 10:36 on the Radio Real Estate Show, and I'm looking forward to this. Oh my God, you got some true legends to talk about today. It's time for Sherry Brown and Celebrity Real Estate Gossip.
I do, thanks. Well, the famous Ozzie and Harriet home recently sold for over the asking price. This time with many of the details so prominently displayed on television for years. The final price was $5.25 million. Now, the iconic home, for more than a decade of America's first television family, was remodeled extensively for the modern household and listed for $4.995 million. So we got a pretty good chunk over list price. The house is also shown up on the Entourage, another TV show. And Ozzie's wood-paneled pub still has his precious toy train, and previous owners claimed it liked to run on its own. Adding to the rumor that the house was haunted, previous owners have also stated that the drawer next to the sink mysteriously opened in the middle of the night, presumably for Ozzie's midnight bowl of ice cream.
No.
Ooh, spooky.
Ooh, that is scary. Yeah.
And fresh off selling their English estate in Surrey, Ringo Starr and his wife Barbara Bach are now looking to scale back their U.S. real estate holdings as well by listing their Colorado ranch north of Aspen. The 15.8-acre estate is located on the banks of the Roaring Fork River and is listed for $3.85 million. Nicknamed the Shooting Star Ranch, Ringo and Barbara have owned the 3-bedroom, 3-bathroom house since 1991. And that's your celebrity real estate gossip today.
I try to contain myself, but when you're talking about Ozzie and Harriet's place, I wanted to go, hi, Ozzie. Hi, Harriet. Hi, Ricky. Hi, Dave. You remember watching
Did you watch that show?
I was very small.
Because it was before my time. I was more of a My Three Sons girl.
That one, I remember that one too.
Yeah.
Do you have any dirt on them this morning? Maybe next week.
I don't, but I can dig for some. There could be.
Okay. If you want to get some more celebrity real estate gossip online, please go to our website, RadioRealEstateShow.ca. That's RadioRealEstateShow.ca. And all you have to do is click on the icon, and it's right there, right?
That's right.
All right. Hey, good morning. It's 10:38. Now, in the next segment of our program, we're going to be chatting with Dan Sander and Katrina May from Hollyburn Properties about some of the industry recognition they've been receiving recently. And we'll also hear about a few great rental opportunities available at Cathedral Plaza on Harrow Street in the West End.
And we'll hear from Bill Malcolm again, president of Dominion Macklin Mortgages. This morning, Bill reports from Seattle, and I know he's going to talk to us about some housing prices down in Seattle.
Just in case there's somebody listening to the shows might want to move to Seattle.
That's right.
Maybe you do, maybe you don't. Only Bill knows for sure. 10:39 is the time. It's Tom Lucas with our co-host Sherry Brown of Remax Performance Realty. Bill Macklin, as she just mentioned, is down in Seattle today. Billy is the president of Dominion Macklin Mortgages. Our producer, who took over 2 hours to take the bus home from downtown Vancouver out to Richmond and then had to catch a cab, is Dwayne Bishop, but he's semi-awake. And you are listening to the Radio Real Estate Show on Smooth and Easy, CIL 650.
Here's Dr. Nathan Kennedy, general dentist at Smile Solutions Dental Center.
I know that teeth aren't always everyone's first priority. Your life gets in the way. But what happens is one day you wake up and you can't chew the way you used to. Or maybe something hurts, or you just don't feel as confident about your smile anymore. These These are problems that get in the way of you enjoying your life. But with the right technology and the right training, these are problems that can be fixed. And that's what we do every day.
Book your free consultation at Smile Solutions Dental Center in White Rock, 778-294-1514, or visit SmileSolutionsDentalCenter.com.
Hi, I'm Colin Johnston, VP at Home Equity Bank. As the provider of the Chip Home Income Plan, we are the leading provider of reverse mortgages in Canada. I frequently hear from seniors in this area who are shocked by how much their home's value has increased over the years. If your home value has appreciated, a reverse mortgage can be a smart way to access some of that equity and put it to good use. You can access up to 50% of your home's value while maintaining ownership and never be forced to move or sell. For more information about the Chip Home Income Plan from Home Equity Bank, call 604-484-6021, chip.ca.
Hello, this is Ron Beckett. If you're looking for a wonderful gift, may I make a suggestion? It's a gift from God, eternal life, and it's available for everyone. Sign up for our free Bible correspondence courses. They're available for adults and teens. You can learn more by emailing correspondencecourse@yahoo.ca. Visit correspondencecourse.webs.com or call 604-588-6717.
Tired of chasing that small space you can barely afford? Stop saving for a down payment. Stop paying those high property tax and strata fees. Rent with Holyburn with nothing down. Large suites, large balconies, 24-hour professional service and maintenance. Studios from 900 and one bedrooms from 1050. Enjoy the lifestyle you deserve today with 50 communities to choose from in Vancouver's West Side, West End, and North Shore neighborhoods. Save money and enjoy the Vancouver lifestyle. Learn more at hollyburn.com.
Hi, this is Bill Macklin from Dominion Macklin Mortgages. Most people need advice on mortgage financing. We provide personal financial advice with no vested interest and at no cost. We're compensated by the lenders. We'll review your current financial situation to determine if you are ready to purchase. If not, we'll help develop a plan to put home ownership in your future. For more information, call 604-684-4663. That's 604-684-HOME.
Vancouver weather.
Mainly cloudy today with the expected high of about 8 degrees, but tomorrow and Monday looks a little bit better, or does it?
Well, yes, I would say you must take advantage of tomorrow because it's mainly sunny with a high of 6. And after that, it's looking like rain for the rest of the week. With cloudy on Monday with a 40% chance of showers and a high of 6.
Well, you know what they say, let a smile be your umbrella, and you'll get wet. Right now it is 6 degrees on the Radio Real Estate Show.
CR 650. I can put you in the condo.
Yeah, if you're thinking about condo living, a good thing about condos is you don't need a down payment. You don't have to wash the windows. You don't need to cut the lawn. If a pipe bursts at 4 o'clock in the morning, you don't have to worry about it. You just call somebody, right?
That's right.
Yeah, so let's find out some more about condo living. We're going to chat with our people who know all about that. We have Dan Sander on the phone. He is the director. And Katrina May, she's the PR and communications coordinator at Hollyburn Properties. Dan, good morning.
Good morning, Tom.
Let's talk about Hollyburn Properties. What do you guys do? Who are you? What are you all about?
Well, Tom, we provide rental accommodation in Vancouver. We're not selling condos. We're providing rentals. We're in the West End, which is downtown, the west side of Vancouver, as well as the North Shore communities. And in those three markets, we have about 50 communities, properties that we rent to the community. We provide condo-quality rental, excellent service, and we're really proud of the service that we provide all our customers.
What kind of professional associations does Hollyburn actually belong to?
Well, Tom, like I said, we've been around for 40 years. And over those 40 years, we've attached ourselves to the associations we feel are the best fit for us. So, for example, we were 11-year members of the Better Business Bureau. We have an A-plus rating, something that we pride ourselves on. We are also members of the Certified Rental Building Program. So all these associations come with higher levels of customer service. And in Vancouver, we're members of the Landlord BC. In Toronto, we're members of the Greater Toronto Apartment Association. In Calgary, we're members of the Resident Renters Association. They all provide higher levels of service and higher standards. And we're okay with higher standards, and that's what we aim and we hope to achieve.
So that would probably answer the question of why memberships and accreditations are so important to your renters, right?
That's right. They need to know that aside from the owner and the property manager, that there are other people overlooking the property, that making sure that everything is done to the high standard and everything is done properly with high levels of ethics and integrity.
The general public knows Hollyburn very well, but let me ask you about your peer group. Does Hollyburn ever receive any industry recognition for all the great things that you folks do?
Well, I'm glad you asked, because actually last year in 2013, we won the Community Excellence Award from the Better Business Bureau in Vancouver as part of recognition for all the work we do in the community. CMHC, which is Canada Mortgage and Housing Corporation, has consistently ranked us one of the best managed portfolios in the country, as well as we've received rebates from CMHC from some of our green initiatives in some of our buildings. And we're also listed as one of the greenest landlords in BC with all of our green initiatives we do in our properties. And here's Katrina May with the Hot Property of the Week.
Thanks, Dan. Today's hot property is Central Plaza. It's located at 1160 Harrow Street, right in the heart of downtown Vancouver in the West End. We have one bedrooms available January 1st from $1,275. And we have a great mix of suites available from the 6th to the 20th floors, around 500 to 650 square feet, some of them with hardwood floors, dishwashers, all with mirrored closet doors. Each suite at Central Plaza has a beautiful balcony with views of the city to the east and west. The building itself has a huge upgraded fitness center, a sauna, which is a favorite among tenants. There's 24/7 laundry facilities, free Wi-Fi in all common areas, as well as our professional on-site resident managers, and gated and surfaced parking. Central Plaza is located on a beautiful, quiet, tree-lined street, just one block behind the famous Robson Street shops and restaurants, which is kind of the fashion capital of Vancouver. Close to the Burrard SkyTrain station, it's near Stanley Park seawall, and it's one block from Starbucks, from the Scotiabank movie theater, and all of your favorite restaurants. Please visit hollyburn.com for more info, such as photos, virtual tours, and floor plans, and call the resident managers to schedule a viewing today. This is Katrina May with Dan Sander for Radio Real Estate.
To learn more about Hollyburn Properties and to get information about their great rental accommodations, call 604-662-7345. That's 604-662-7345, or visit hollyburn.com.
It's 10:45 on the Radio Real Estate Show, and again, I'd like to remind our listeners that we'll be having our annual, I think this is the fourth? I think it's the fourth Christmas party on the air next Saturday morning at 10. We'll all be here with our funky Christmas outfits on. Dwayne's going to get all dressed up.
Yeah,
Gonna wear white. You could be Santa Claus for all the little kids listening. You could do the Santa thing.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind that. That'd be kind of fun.
But make sure. Could you do that again? That wasn't bad. That's pretty good.
Hey, it's good.
Yeah, that's James
You're
Brown doing
hired.
Santa Claus. Ha! Good God Almighty! What do you want, kid? So you could be one of Santa's helpers, I should say, in case there's any little ones listening. If you have a little one around the house that you may want to get on the show tomorrow.
Yes.
What was that? Was that Santa coughing? Or maybe one of the reindeer. So, or you have any of your grandkids around, that'd be nice thing. Get them on the radio and talk to Santa. That'd be kind of cool. So, again, next Saturday morning between 10 and 11 on Smooth and Easy, CL 650. It's our annual Christmas party. Bill will be making the eggnog, and Sherry will be passing out the sweaters and the funny hats, and we'll be talking to some special guests and finding out all about Christmas from them. So it'll be fun.
It will be fun.
I'm looking
as
forward to
usual.
it. Yeah, so I understand that you've picked up some very special music for Bill this morning.
Yeah, I
right.
did. I went into your music bank.
Well, I don't mind. That was good.
Found something.
You picked out a good one for him?
Yeah, I think so.
You gave it to Dwayne?
I did.
Okay, Dwayne, let's hear it.
The bluest sky you ever seen are in Seattle, and the hills, the greenest green in Seattle, in Seattle, in Seattle, in Seattle.
Thought we would play that for Bill Macklin because he thinks that Perry Como is an up-and-coming singer.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Bill, you don't get out too much, do you? Perry doesn't get out at all. Is he on the line? He's there.
Yeah.
Bill, hi.
Hi, Bill.
I thought that was John Denver.
I knew you'd say that.
No, Bill, that was Perry Como. You remember him? I hear you guys.
Sweater.
Yeah, exactly. So you're working on the eggnog for next Saturday. You got a good supply of that?
I do. Maybe I was testing it this morning a little bit too early.
I think so. But we have lots of guests coming, as you know, so we're going to have lots of your beverages ready.
I've actually doubled the recipe this year.
Yeah, you were saying because last year was a real hit, so this year it's going to be twice as good, right?
Well, some of our partners, they're really thirsty people.
Mm-hmm. And we should
stay hydrated.
They got to stay hydrated. And I want everybody listening to the show right now to know that next week, all of our guests, we will be providing transportation home.
Yes.
So they will be safe.
Yes. No drinking and driving.
And
here.
no drinking and going on the radio, except for next Saturday.
Except for next Saturday.
And Bill will
That's
take care of you. So it's 10:49. You're down in Seattle. You go down there for is a Seahawks game, right?
Seahawks game tomorrow. That'd be great. First time in 20 years I've been down to Seattle for a game.
Wow.
So that's kind of cool.
Now you're down there, and I know that you've probably seen some properties here and there.
I have this. We're going to go from the bottom end, or not the bottom end, but from the starting point to the finishing point. So if you're just starting out in life, you could buy this beautiful townhome for $210,000 in Bellevue. It's got 2 bedrooms, 1.5 baths, 1,300 square feet, and it's selling, like I said, for $210,000.
That's
$2,300 of the taxes. Or you could buy this lovely home sitting on a shoreline drive. It's a multi-generational residence resting on 2.5 acres of grounds. It's looking over Lake Washington at the Seattle skyline and the Olympic Mountains. It has a in-ground pool. It's only selling for $32,800,000. It's got 4 bedrooms, 8 bathrooms, and 11,500 square feet.
Wow. So how much would a mortgage
just one of
payment be
those-
on that?
Well, just a quiet little place to call home to at the end of a busy day, just come here because they have 2 kitchens. Of course, that'd be good for me, and a wet bar and a wine cellar. It's got all the essentials, if you know what I mean.
I don't know what
So
you
that
mean,
would
but I'll take your word on it. Yeah, for sure. You've got some more good.
And then you go down in the price range. Well, then you can go to a place that's just worth, just kind of worth $4.2 million. So I guess what we're showing here is that you don't have to go that far away from home to see prices of homes in astronomical figures. We keep on hearing about the bubble. We keep on hearing about the prices can't keep on going up, and yet when we get outside of our own little comfort zone in that Lower Mainland and get into Seattle or like Sherry did, go down into Mexico, you see that people are still buying homes and the prices are rising in value. They're not just sitting there.
Well, earlier on the show today, you had that question from the woman that was thinking about buying a place in Mexico. I guess the same thing applies to Seattle. If you're thinking about buying a place down there, do the business end of it up here in Canada if you're Canadian, and then go down there and just pay cash, right?
Exactly, as much as you can. Man, there's all these different tax laws. Like, people don't realize that if you're a Floridian buying in Miami, you have one tax.
Mm-hmm.
If you're not a Floridian, you're from the rest of the USA, you have another municipal tax. And if you're from out of country, then you have another municipal tax. So there are different taxes for different types of buyers. We don't see that in Canada just yet. We don't see that in Vancouver just yet. But I would hazard a guess that with so many out-of-country buyers buying in Vancouver, you're going to see a difference in the tax laws for people that are not residents.
So you think like something like that might be coming up to Canada?
I would think so. I would think so. Like, there's 2,700 empty homes in Vancouver, and if they're paying the same tax as a person that lives there every day, there's just kind of like a inequality going on. So I think people have to look at that a little more carefully.
And I think too, with all those empty homes in the neighborhoods, it's not doing much for the neighborhood or for the neighbors.
No, not at all. There's a lack of community sense, right? Because it's hard to relate to a neighbor that's not there.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have that trouble all the time. Nobody can relate to me, and they live right next door. So, Bill, now you're going to take it easy for the rest of the day. Are you going to be doing some work before the game tomorrow, or what?
I've got a number of people calling in already, so I guess they're asking about prices down here in Seattle after that John Denver song. So I guess they're asking me questions about that.
Very cool.
And so I'll be answering those questions, and then back on Monday going to work.
And are you making the stuff for the party at your office, or are you doing that at home?
I'm doing that at home because those people in my office, they're very thirsty people, and you got to be careful about having any kind of liquids around because they just disappear.
And not only that, too, the fumes will waft into the office, and somebody like me will come in and get bleeding eyeballs from that, eh, Bill?
Exactly, and and clients don't really like that atmosphere, with people lying on the floor.
I think Bill has gone to some different parties than I have about lying on the floor. Hey, Billy, it's always a pleasure to talk to you. You're a good sport, and you make that stuff. You make sure you get it here safe and sound next Saturday for the show, and we'll see you. Don't forget your funny hat and your crazy sweater either.
I'll be bringing them for sure. Kathy's been getting them out for me, so I'm all set for that. I'm dressed for success.
Don't be blaming your wife for this, okay?
right.
Thank you, Bill. You can always get more expert mortgage information online by visiting billymac.com. That's Billy with an I, not a Y, MAC.com, or by calling Bill at 604-684-4663. That's 604-684-HOME.
I was just thinking there, I hope Bill behaves himself down in Seattle, because what if he got arrested and couldn't make it up here in time for our Christmas party next week?
That would be bad.
We wouldn't have any beverages. My God. Dwayne, do you know anybody that...
No, I don't know anybody that makes it. I could try, but
okay,
who
well,
knows?
maybe just have someone in standby just in case, because you know Billy goes a little bit crazy.
You got it.
10:54, it's the Radio Real Estate Show. In the next segment of our program, our home handyman Finn Jensen says the idea of the dream home is still alive and doing well on the West Coast.
This is Sherry Brown of Remax Performance Realty with Bill Macklin, president of Dominion Macklin Mortgages, our producer Dwayne Bishop, and Tom Lucas. You're listening to Radio Real Estate on Smooth and Easy CIL 650.
Hi, I'm Colin Johnston, VP at Home Equity Bank. As the provider of the Chip Home Income Plan, we are the leading provider of reverse mortgages in Canada. Over the past 30 years, we've helped thousands of Canadians access home equity in their homes without giving up ownership or having to move or sell. An increasing number of people are using home equity to upgrade their lifestyle and make the most of retirement. Our new Income Advantage Plan is specifically designed for those seniors looking to enhance their lifestyle throughout retirement. For more information about the Chip Home Income Plan from Home Equity Bank, call 604-484-6021, chip.ca.
Hi, this is Bill Macklin from Dominion Macklin Mortgages. Most people need advice on mortgage financing. We provide personal financial advice with no vested interest and at no cost. We're compensated by the lenders. We'll review your current financial situation to determine if you are ready to purchase. If not, we'll help develop a plan to put home ownership in your future. For more information, call 604-684-4663. That's 604-684-HOME.
CL 650.
This old house is getting shaky, boys. This old house is getting old. This old house flits in the rain now, and this house flits in the cold.
10:55 on the Radio Real Estate Show, and time now for Finn Jensen, our Radio Real Estate Show home handyman. Finn, a gracious good morning, sir.
Good morning, Tom, and good morning, everyone. Judging by all the interest in real estate and renovations, the ideas of the dream home is alive and well. People who pour money and time into such projects expect their wishes fulfilled. It is, after all, a sacrifice for many families. Vacations have sometimes been put on hold, and occasionally the home comfort was not what it used to be. And all this has been tolerated by the entire household for the ultimate good. And so it proceeds for many families as they prepare their family legacy. Mom and Dad has had all the fun, and the kids' reward comes later. And who knows, maybe someday they will do the same thing, perhaps even on the same property. Also, in recent years, this area has received many newcomers, some of whom are now living on properties that are second and third generation families. It must be very comforting for them to have that sense of belonging far from the family's beginnings. For many Canadians, this has always been so. They appreciate it very much. But for others, at this time of the year, it's a gift. This is Finn Jensen for Radio Real Estate. Talk to you next week.
If you have any plumbing or heating work to be done, call Gentech Mechanical Installations. That's Gentech Mechanical Installations at 778-378-2740. That's 778-378-2740.
You call Finn, he'll put his grog down and come right over.
He will.
Yeah, he's the kind of guy that has, he brings his own special stuff to the Christmas party, as you know from last year.
Yes,
Yeah, go figure out. So, yeah, give Finn a call. His number again, 778-378-2740. He will take darn good care of you. It's coming up to about 10:58 on the Radio Real Estate Show. There are a lot of realtors out there looking for listings, right?
Yes, there are a lot of realtors, including myself, looking for listings. I've sold out of all of my listings, so I'm ready to have a new fresh batch for the new year. And there are a lot of people who are actually listed on the market right now, and I've had a lot of questions from clients and past clients about, if I am thinking of putting my house on the market at Christmas time, but I can't not decorate. Christmas is such a special time of year for people. They want to have their decorations out. So what I always tell them is give them advice that, hey, definitely decorate tastefully for Christmas, as tastefully as you can, and don't go too crazy. I've seen some houses around the area that, have about 50 billion lights outside, and you might not want to do that if you're trying to list your home, because it's really difficult to see the home.
Unless, of course, you're up in space, then you can see the home just fine.
Well, you can, yes. So I would say absolutely decorate for any holiday, not just Christmas, but if there's another holiday that you like, decorate, tastefully and minimally.
Yep.
Just so that the people could still see, the home. I know if somebody came to my condo now, they would not be able to see much of the condo because of all the lights and Christmas decorations I have up.
Really?
Yes.
So it kind of boils down to this: heal thyself, physician. You don't take your own advice, huh?
No, but I'm not selling my condo.
Okay.
So
as far as you know.
So that's my place, my space. But if I was selling, I would subdue it quite a bit.
Okay, so kind of difficult now to get in for Christmas, but the spring is coming up. It's the next big thing, and if you want to get your home on the market, then maybe beat the spring rush to call your favorite realtor now, right?
Absolutely. Yeah. And if you want a market evaluation coming up for the new year and to start feeling out your options, you can give me a call at 604-970-6789. That's 604-970-6789. Or you can go to my website at sherrybrown.ca. That's SHERI brown.ca. And I will help you out.
Our house in the middle of our street.
Well, I'm looking forward to next week. I can't wait. I think I'm just going to stay right here all week long and just count the minutes till it's party time on the show.
Yes, I'm getting batteries for my sweater.
For your sweater?
Yes.
Okay.
You'll see. It's all lit up and everything.
For goodness sake. You just wear some of the most outrageous sweaters I've ever seen. We make jokes about the ugly Christmas sweater, but apparently there are some companies in the States that have made big bucks. Billions of dollars.
It's all the rage. I've got now like 3 ugly Christmas sweater parties to go to.
Yeah.
So I gotta get some more sweaters here.
Maybe we should get ourselves a sponsor on the show that sells ugly sweaters.
Yeah.
We can make a killing on this thing. Dwayne, you're going to be here next week, right?
Always.
That boy. And Bill, hopefully, will get out of jail in time in Seattle and we'll be back on the show because he's bringing the eggnog.
Maybe let's not start any rumors.
No, he's not in jail. We're just kidding. And maybe have your kids or your grandchildren around the radio next week. Get them to call in and say Merry Christmas to the friends and family. That'll be fun.
Absolutely.
So have yourself a wonderful weekend. Go buy a house or two if you can. If not, put your house on the market. Call your favorite realtor. And we're all back next Saturday morning for our Christmas party at 10 o'clock on Smooth and Easy, CIL 650. Thank you. Bye.